Hello Year 8 scientists. I thought I would repeat yesterday's experiment and partly because the video wasn't completely clear about what's going on. I've dissolved a bit of salt in the water in this jar. You can see the scale of it there, point to it with my finger, and you can see one or two of the salt crystals lying at the bottom of the jar which haven't quite dissolved yet. Here is the battery. Come on, focus, there we are. And I'll show you how we make the connections to the battery. I've got a bit of copper wire which I found lying around the house, but you can do the same thing with, as I did yesterday, with teaspoons. So put one copper wire on one terminal of the battery, one on the other terminal, and try and prevent them from touching each other. Hold them in place with our hands like that, and then if I dip this into the liquid so that you can still see, you should be able to see, if I get this right, yeah, you should be able to see the bubbles of gas coming off. There we are, off the right hand one of those. You can see it's surrounded by a slightly fuzzy looking cloud. There are gas bubbles coming off it. Let me just wind the camera down a bit so that you can see slightly better what's going on. Let's try and get this right. Try again. It's fiddly doing this stuff with limited apparatus at home and also trying to get the video working, but there we are, bubbles of gas coming off that. You can see the fizziness of the gas. A cloud of bubbles coming off. Now, if we look at the wire where the bubbles are coming off, that's connected to the. Just let me show this one to you. That's connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Come on, focus. Negative terminal of the battery. There we are, negative. So the wire that was connected to the negative fizzes with some bubbles of gas, and I wonder if you could look up and try and determine what that gas is. If we think about water, what it's made of, and we have some ions in the water. Ions are atoms which carry some charge. Which are the ones that are attracted towards the negative wire, the negative electrode in the water? It's going to be, well, what attracts towards negative, I'm sure you all know and remember, is the positive ions in the water. And in this water we've got some salt dissolved. You can go and look up what are the ions in salt that's been dissolved in water. And why does that result in a gas coming off the water? And what is that gas? You might like to do a bit of research and find out about that. One of the other things that you might notice, if I hold the two bits of wire so that you can see them. Come on, focus. It'll get there. It's just a bit too close to focus. Let me just put my finger into the viewfinder so that we can see. Come on, focus on my finger. Focus on something, for goodness sake. It doesn't want to focus. Come on, let's put my whole hand there. There we are. You can see one of the wires has gone rather black. It isn't nice and shiny like it was when I started the experiment. Something going on there as well. And what is this whole process of passing an electric current through a liquid and producing some chemical changes? So I would like people to post onto the Google Classroom what their replies are on that, what their questions might be on any of that, and let's stop this video and get it sorted out and posted.